What's going on, Knicks fans? Big signing right now, which is that Shams Charania of ESPN reporting that PJ Tucker will sign a rest of season contract with a team option for next year. Now, how did we get here? PJ Tucker was signed to two different 10-day contracts. He could not be signed to a third, so the Knicks would have had to have instead signed any other players, or they would have had to commit to Tucker for the rest of the season. Now, the Knicks could have cycled through various players, collecting their non-bird rights, similar to what they did with the sign and trade this offseason, but instead, they said, no, we want to stick with PJ Tucker. He's our guy for the rest of the year and possibly next year. Now, what does next year mean? Well, while we're waiting on the cap number exactly, which can be calculated in more time than what I'm presenting to you right now, that will not be guaranteed money. It will be non-guaranteed. However, there's an interesting distinction between what the Knicks seem to have done and what they could have done. Now, the team option is not guaranteed, correct, but it is not inherently a non-guaranteed contract. For example, last year, the Knicks signed Daquan Jeffries at the end of the season. They gave him a team option. But they also signed Mamadi Diakite, and they signed him to a contract that was rest of season and the year after that, which was non-guaranteed. So what happened? Well, Jeffries' team option declined. Didn't matter. But the thing is, when you look at Diakite, what he's able to do, or what the Knicks did with him, is they pushed the deadline back. And then they only guaranteed a portion of it. Now, with that portion, they were able to help make the math work for Mikal Bridges. So with PJ Tucker, there is a definitive end to when his contract is a stay or a go. For Diakite, that wasn't in the cards. So now with Tucker, there's no flexibility. It's either he's accepted or he's not. The Knicks are not a cap space team, so they don't have to worry about it. They could include him for salary purposes, or they could just be doing it as a, hey, you never know, we'll figure it out. On the whole, this is one of those signings where if it benefits the team from a morale standpoint, if he is helping them as they go into the playoffs, all for it. Don't see him playing too much in terms of important minutes. But nevertheless, good to see PJ Tucker on the Knicks this season at the very least, and who knows what next season will bring.